or something on the hair. So just remember to have something, anything in your hair. I do this because it's easy. Don't always do it. When you get to advanced level, you have to learn to do it yourself. This is a beginner's trick. Beginners and intermediate. Depends on what I'm asking you to do. Some of the vacuums are so strong that you literally pull yourself forward. Some of the postures as well. When you get to intermediate level, you get a lot stronger. And then I ask, okay, let's put the clip in again, or the sellotape or whatever, because you're going to notice it. Right. So, stopwatch starting. Okay, you ready? I can see, I don't know how many people's there, or was there? Okay. So the first posture that we did yesterday was, the name is Venus. And it was feet hip width apart, knees are slightly bent. So remember to keep that low back posture, that curvature going, so it stays there. Separate the elbows from the sides, and then curve the elbows forward, and stretch with the fingertips in the same direction as your arms are going. Press your shoulders down, pull up with the crown of your head, and that opens the rib cage. And that actually is what alleviates the back. That is the posture that, well, one of the best posture that actually creates space between the vertebrae, that people with pinched nerves has found alleviation. But you need to be constant practicing this. Breathe into your chest, and then drop your jaw, open your mouth, relax your face. We're going to add on a little bit today. Breathe in again. All into your chest. Forget about your abs. We're not breathing down into our abs. We're all breathing up here. We want our chest to rise. Hold it for a second before you breathe out. And press your shoulders down every time you breathe out. Remember that they do go up because we're breathing in, creating a lot of space. Keep breathing at the same rhythm. And release the air. Now what we're going to do is what you call a neurodynamic movement. We're going to open our one hand, turn our head the opposite way, breathe in, stretch only the fingertips back, and you're going to feel a lot of stretch in your forearms, maybe even going up to your biceps, depends on how stiff you are. And when we breathe out, you try and stretch outwards, and you come back to the original posture, okay? So let's do that. Breathe in, start with the right hand, breathe in, stretch back, and breathe out, and breathe in. And you should feel a lot of stretch happening when you're pulling your fingertips back, and press your shoulder down, and breathe out. So the whole time we're trying to separate our fingertips, trying to separate the scapulars outwards. Breathe in, all into your chest, stretch your fingertips back, and breathe out. Hold it, then breathe in, relax the abs. And breathe out. Now we're going to add on to that. Come to Athenea. Remember, Athenea was the second one. The first one we did was the Venus one. Now we're coming down where we're pressing down with the palms. And this is the perfect posture. If you're standing in the kitchen, countertop, you're busy cooking and doing things and you're feeling, wow, my shoulder's hurting, my back's hurting. Almost guaranteed, once you start practicing the LPF method regularly, it's as simple as standing at the countertop as if the countertop is here, I'm there now, and doing a couple of vacuums and that pain will go away. But again, you need to practice at least twice a week If you're an advanced level, it's a lot easier to control, but you need to get up to the advanced level before you can actually have that kind of control over your body. So pull your fingertips up and really kick out your elbows. You're actually trying to hit somebody. That's what you're trying to do. So you're literally trying to bring the elbows forward, and that creates the space in the scapulars, unpinching anything that is pinched. Keep pulling up with those fingertips, even the thumbs. The thumbs shouldn't go down, they do tend to go down. Press your shoulders down, keep your knees bent, and keep your chest up and lifted. Breathe in as if we're against that wall. Hold the air, feel the pressure, drop your jaw and drop your shoulders. Press them down hard, 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 really hard. Really activate your lats. Breathe in again. And that should stretch more. The more you press them down, the more you're going to activate. You're going to feel what you're doing, kicking your elbows out. And breathe out. Breathe in again. Everything into your chest. And ease the air out. Close the airways, relax the abs, open the ribcage. What you're supposed to do in this posture while you're breathing, the whole time when you do the actual opening of the rib cage, which causes the vacuum inside, when you're getting that, when you're controlling that, then the whole time press your shoulders down and pull your fingertips up. Concentrate on those two. We're going to do it twice more. So I want you to really try and press your shoulders even down further than they are, and try and pull your fingertips up harder towards your nose. Press your elbows out. Okay? Let's try that again. Breathe in, into your chest, and release the air. Let those thumbs go up as well. We're not touching the body either. And breathe in. And drop your jaw. Close the airways, open the rib cage. And breathe out. And breathe in again. Keep pressing your shoulders down. Keep pressing your elbows outwards and forwards. Keep your knees bent. And keep that curvature in your lower back. That's all things we need to keep doing, keep repeating. With every breath out, you repeat that to yourself. You try and push up by lifting up your rib cage, right? Breathe in again. And release. And breathe in again. Release. Close airways, open your rib cage. And release. Right. Now I'm going to add on one of my favorite postures, and I have not found anybody that doesn't like this posture, because it is just, that's where I start people on Naulis. Nauli is a more of a yoga method. That's actually where you activate the vacuum and then you separate the muscles. Then you start playing with the muscles, and that is a great massage for if you have intestinal problems, constipation or irritation or gas, or you need to get stronger abs. That is perfect, okay? Because you're literally going to feel how the muscle is popping out. It's a great feeling when you get to do it, when you get it right. It took me 6 months to do it, but it's fantastic. What we're going to do, And this is very important. So I want you to concentrate actually from here. So this posture, Athenea, we still have our feet hip width apart. Check your feet. There's so many times I have my right foot that tends on going out. So many times that happens, or they collapse inward. Your feet should be parallel, okay? Because we are actually building blocks to move upwards and to move better. We're actually trying to correct our body, and that helps the vacuum as well. Keep your knees bent. From here, what I'm going to ask you is to hinge at the hips. Be careful that you're not bending your back. So we are not doing this, but from here, with that natural curvature, you're literally going to, as if you're a robot, tuck, 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 come forward, and you're going to bend your knees a little bit more. And now the base of my palm, and the base of my palm is not the whole palm, it's actually just the bottom part. That's the part that I'm going to press down in the creases of where I'm bending in my thigh. So careful for those toes going out, and don't separate them. We want hip width, that's what we're looking for. And I still have that natural curvature going. And here it's easy to relax your abs. The more you relax your abs, the more you're actually going to get the vacuum action going. But be careful that your elbows don't go in, because you're not going to be able to breathe. You can try. So the more your elbows are out and forward, the easier it's going to be to get air in. Your fingertips are also trying to get up to your nose. So you're pulling your fingertips up as hard as possible. Press your shoulders down. Press them down hard. So you should feel a little bit of a vibration when you, like a little bit of a shaking when you press them down. Now careful with your head, because you are looking at me, what I'm doing, so your head would be popping up. We don't want that. We want a straight line from the coccyx, from the sacrum. We want a straight line. So your head should actually be going to the corner of the room. So your vision is in front of you on the floor, pressing away with the crown of your head from your shoulders going down to your waist. And this, yeah, I'm starting to heat up a little bit. This activates your body quite a bit. Breathe in. Now it's a lot easier to breathe into your chest here. And release the air. Feel how your ribcage are opening up when you do that here. Breathe in. And release slowly. Press those shoulders down. Every time you breathe out, they tend to go up in this posture a lot. Another one. Breathe in. Now this time, when you breathe out, relax the abs completely. Let them flop down or outwards. Close the airways and open your ribcage. Breathe in and breathe out. In again. All into your chest, feel the pressure, release the air. And in. And as you breathe out, look at what my shoulders doing. They're pressing down, not back, but to my waist. Breathe in again. And release. Elbows out, close the airways, open the ribcage. Just do that again. Breathe in. Check your posture now with this breath out. So press away with the crown of your head. Press your shoulders to your waist. Not back. We're not squeezing the scapulars at all. Breathe in again. Release the air. Fingertips up to your nose. Elbows out. Breathe in. Last time. Huge, huge, huge breath. A little bit more air. And release. Press those shoulders down. Press down on your legs. Really press hard with your hands. The harder you press with your hands, the more you're going to push that vacuum action to go up. So you're actually using your hands to get that action going, and you're opening your rib cage. Okay, breathe in again and release. Press those shoulders down, close airways and open the rib cage. Maybe you heard that I swallowed some air. That sometimes happens. Some people get very scared when you swallow air. It shouldn't happen, but it does sometimes happen. There's no problem. If you're doing the vacuum action, and you feel, whoa, I'm going to swallow air, try and swallow, not air, but just do the swallowing action. As soon as you do the swallowing action, very often that doesn't happen, and that's a way that you can learn how to prolong a little bit and keep those vacuums going a lot longer, because in the beginning they are shorter. Today I am working you a little bit more, so it's very normal if you can't hold it for that long. Now let's do the whole movement. So feet hip width apart, check your feet. So many times we think our feet are parallel and they're hip width apart, and maybe one foot's in front, maybe their toes are showing outward. These are not ideal for this posture and for this practice. Okay, some people actually, when your knees goes inward, what you can do is just lift your arches. The arches is like the inner part of your foot. And then your knees automatically goes out. So everything should be, from your hips down, should be in line. Bend your knees, keep that curvature in your lower back going. We're going to start from Venus. So elbows are going out. Shoulders pressing down, hands are following. Breathe in. Drop your jaw. Press your shoulders down, breathing out. Fingertips are stretching outwards. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, you bring your weight forward. Careful that you're not doing it from your hips. This time you're doing it from your heels, like we practiced yesterday. So breathe in. As you breathe out, weight comes forward. Close your airways, vacuum. Stay with your weight forward, bring your arms in. Breathe in again. As you breathe out, press your shoulders down. Pull your fingertips up, press those elbows out. Breathe in. Release the air. Close the airways, pull open the rib cage. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, you hinge this time from the hips and you sit a little bit back. Bend your knees and your hips, but not the lower back. So you keep that lower back curvature there. Press with the base of the palms on your upper thigh and the creases of your thigh. And the elbows rocks out and forward, shoulders goes down to your waist. And you're pressing with the crown of your head outwards. Breathe in. Release the air. Shoulders to your waist. Breathe in again. All into your chest. Release the air. Close airways, open the ribs. And release the air. Stay there, correct your posture, because you probably would have pulled forward in some way. Breathe in. All into your chest and release. Breathe in. Hold it for a second. Release the air super slow this time. Press the elbows down, the shoulders down. Hold it. Don't breathe in yet. Breathe in. Drop the jaw. Shoulders down. Close airways. Open the ribs. One last time. might have seen at the last minute, I hope you didn't, because if you saw me actually curving, then that means you were looking at me. It's probably best when I explain these postures that you get the gist of what you're supposed to do. Practice while I'm talking with you, practice it with your body, correct your body, because that's how it integrates. But while we're actually doing the actions and practicing, I indicate absolutely every step that you have to take. So you don't have to look at me then, okay? Or have the camera in a level where you can see me, but it's ideal, especially for the posture that goes forward, that you don't look up at the camera. So look at me while I'm doing it in the beginning, and then just incorporate it at your own speed, your own time. I started sweating, actually. Wow. And it's cold here. It's not midsummer hot heat in Mallorca anymore. It's not hot at all. And I'm actually, my body's heated up. And that's why I think this is a great practice to start in the mornings. If you do it a specific way, if you do it a certain way, your body starts, the metabolism starts rocking, it starts moving and activating. And a lot of these postures, especially the standing ones, they create that. They activate the system. They activate the immune system. Why? There's science behind all of this. Because the lymphatic gland sits exactly just below where the diaphragm is. You have, if that's the lymphatic gland right there, the diaphragm is sitting there. So every time you are vacuuming, you're actually pumping that lymphatic gland. It's not a heart, it doesn't do the job on its own, and that's why a lot of women suffer from cellulite. Cellulite is also an accumulation of toxins. Most people that actually are constantly taking medication, especially for chronic illnesses, has a lot of cellulite because your body doesn't know what to do with the toxins. And that's why we need to do a body cleanse very often, and that's why these exercises are so good, because it helps your lymphatic system all over your body. Every time you do the pump action, everywhere your body is releasing the toxins, so it keeps on washing out the toxins. After the practice, please go and have a huge glass of water. We did a lot more today than we did any other day. Tomorrow I'm adding on. Every single time we're getting a little bit further, and I'm explaining a lot more so that you guys can get the benefit of only 20 minutes. So a lot of explaining, so it's, 20 minutes is what we're doing now. Today was the first time we actually did a full 20-minute workout, and that you can get a feeling of what it can do for you. If you haven't been joining, don't worry. Go through it. Go to the topics, post topics. They're all there, lined up, day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can start any day you want. You can repeat it. You can do it twice a day, but then rest for a week. If you want to do it with me again, you understand Spanish, I'm starting this again from the beginning, but in Spanish, day 8th of October. You're most welcome to join in. It's not a problem. These are free, not charging anything whatsoever, so you don't take advantage of it. You don't know what something's going to do until you actually do it yourself. So I hope this is actually, somebody's benefiting from this, and this is the intention. The intention is for people to get to know this practice a lot more and to find some benefit for themselves. I'd love to hear what you're feeling, what you're not feeling, if you're getting the vacuum, if you're not getting the vacuum. Have you had your wow moment yet? That would be really awesome if I could get feedback from you on where you are, how you're feeling, what you're doing, okay? And give me a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow.